So this is my brand new lens. Now I am currently using the Sony a6100, and for the past 4 years I've been using only the kit lens. So I thought it's time for an upgrade to improve the quality, because I personally feel like the kit lens after a certain point isn't that useful. Now I initially wanted a prime lens, so there's the Sigma 16mm or the Sigma 30mm f1.4, but the thing is I wanted the ability to zoom as well as retain the very low aperture. But sadly this lens never caught my eye for a long time. I recently came across this and I thought this is the best lens to go with, because you get a range of 18 to 50mm with an aperture of f2.8. Now that is pretty good for a video lens. Now when I saw the competition, now in Sony of course there's a full frame version of come out like this that costs 1,01,000 rupees, so that is pretty expensive. And of course there is the Tamron 16 to 70mm, but that is pretty huge. So in a compact body this was the best option that I could go for. And when I saw a lot of reviews, one thing I saw was that this had amazing autofocus, and that is very important to me. Now in the box you get some warranty and paperwork and all that stuff. Now apart from this you get the lens in this eggshell like packaging, which to be honest is kind of fragile. There's no, the packaging is very poor, like it is poor, very bad. So you get it in this plastic cover, and this is definitely not reassuring, because by no means is this a cheap lens. This is around 43,000 rupees, and for that this packaging is definitely poor. The first impressions, the build quality is definitely solid, and the focal length ring is definitely smooth. It is actually a pretty well built lens. And apart from that you get the hood, but I really don't use this much unless I'm going out, but yeah, you do get the hood. So the main reason that I bought this for, like I previously mentioned, number one was definitely the focal length, the range it had 18 to 55mm, and second was the aperture f2.8. Now I'm not a huge fan of higher apertures like f4 or things like that. I'm really not a fan of that. I want that cinematic, dramatic feel, be it videos or photos that I take. So this offers a healthy mix of both. Now the best thing about this lens is that because of its versatility, I can use this for both videography and photography if I want to, and this will definitely give really good results. But one thing to notice is that this doesn't have stabilization. So my A61 also doesn't have stabilization, this also doesn't have stabilization. But since I am going to be using my camera on a tripod for the majority of the times, I think that is fine for me. But make sure you check your use case first and get this. So if you want image stabilization, the Tamron has it, this doesn't. But in terms of autofocus and all that stuff, this here is an amazing choice to go with. So let's see how good of an image this produces. So right now I have the kit lens on, and this is at 18mm and it's at f4, the lowest it can go with this focal length. So let's switch to this and see how it is. Now I've switched to the Sigma, and this is at f2.8 and it's at 18mm. So let me know of the change. Now I am doing this for the very first time, I haven't tested it out, so I just wanted to see your raw impressions first. Let me know in the comments how different it is, because both are at the same focal length and both have been set to its minimum aperture. So there are a few things that you can look for. Number one is the background blur, see how good it is. Second is the blur around the speaker and the laptop that I have here. So if you compare the previous footage with this, so if you check out this footage with the previous footage, you can notice how different it is, and I'll even have that on screen right now. But one thing that I can notice from first impression is that the autofocus is actually good. It has my face locked on and it is silent. It doesn't have any that motor noise, there's nothing like that. The motor, the focus works really well. Now I'll just zoom in. So right now what you're seeing is 50mm f2.8, and if I do the same thing with the kit lens, now this adjusts the aperture according to what focal length you are at, and when I zoom completely in, this goes to f5.6. Of course when the shot is very tight there will be some background blur, but still 2.8, when you compare that with 5.6, 2.8 is much better, much creamier backgrounds. Now if there was any string lights, you would have seen a much bigger change, but trust me, this here is an amazing image quality. Now this is just my first impressions because I didn't open this box for an entire day. I just wanted to shoot this video live, raw, without any pre-planning or anything. So if you guys want me to check this out in depth and make a review on this, definitely let me know. But I personally think if you're someone who owns a Sony APS-C camera, it can be 6100, 6400, 6500, 6700, which is the latest one. If you have any of these, I think this here is an amazing versatile lens that you can buy, because you have a focal length of 18mm, 250mm, which is amazing. You can zoom in anytime you want. If you want a wide angle shot, you can have that. And this is f2.8 consistent throughout all the focal lengths, so you are going to get really smooth blurry backgrounds. So if you're a videographer or say even a photographer, I think this can be an amazing versatile lens, one lens that you can carry around everywhere. Maybe say a 56mm Sigma Prime or a 50mm Sony Prime, that can be along with this, but this here is one of the best lenses to go with. Now I bought this from Amazon because there you can get this for around 43,000 rupees, but if you buy it from Sigma's website, it will cost you around 52 or 53,000 rupees. So I think if you want to save some money, get it from Amazon. So I'll have the links to this in the description below. So thanks for watching, and this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.